Hey there viewers, it's Charlie. I'm back again with another Transformers review. And today's review is going to be on Legacy Velocitron Speedia 500 Collection Galaxy Shuttle. Now, this is just sort of randomly announced one day, although I was quite excited, because well, this is a sort of new head retool of Siege Astro Train, and well, for the life of me, I just can't find Siege Astro Train anywhere. So when this was first shown, I was really excited because, well, it was a good chance to get the Siege Astro Train mold. And well, is this as good as I expected? Well, I mean, of course, you can just watch a review on Siege Astro Train to see how good the figure is, but my opinions, well, that's where the review starts, isn't it? Now, of course, as always, let's just start with the packaging. Now, of course, we've got the standard Velocitron packaging here. So we've got a picture of Galaxy Shuttle here. Got a picture of his, well, shuttle mode. Seems to be in the launching configuration, which we'll show later on. Here we've got his shuttle mode. We've got the train mode, which we'll talk about later on. This side we've got more of the robot mode. We've got a full-on shot of him. The back we've got him in all three of his modes. The launching mode. And that's pretty much it for the box. Oh yeah, and it's Victory Universe Galaxy Shuttle. Because yeah, Galaxy Shuttle is from Transformers Victory. Why this guy gets the Victory Universe prefix, but Minerva didn't get the Master Force Universe prefix, I don't know, but let's not start a tangent on that. But well, looking at the vehicle mode here, let's start off in shuttle mode, because well, it's in his name, Galaxy Shuttle. And well, I quite like how this looks. I mean, sure, looks sort of cobbled together from the back, but still, this looks really nice. I like the detailing here. We've got a V for Victory. That was probably on the original Galaxy Shuttle. Of course, I don't have the original figure because, well, I'm not that rich. Of course, we've got the, I guess, cockpit here. Got the Autobot insignia right on the top. Got them on the wings. Got the tail fin. Of course, we've got the back boosters here, which, if you've got blast effects, you can just plug them in. And I'm just looking for the correct blast effects. There we go. So if you've got blast effects, of course, you can just plug them in. Of course, I've got the blue ones, but if you have the ones that actually look like they're, well, if you've got the correct colored ones, then it actually does look like he's just blasting off. Whereas here, it just looks like he's, I don't know, he's using Energon as fuel, I guess, which sort of fits in with Legacy's Energon infused play pattern, I guess. The underneath, where, well, that pretty much just goes into the train mode, which we'll talk about later. And well, that's pretty much all I have to say about the shuttle mode. Overall, I quite like it. I mean, sure, of course, as I said, it looks sort of coupled together from the back, but overall, I kind of think this works a bit better than Astro Train's shuttle mode. I don't know, I think it's just the colors. And well, of course, seeing how this is, well, a siege retool, it does have some of the little ports you can plug in blast effects to make it look like he's getting shot at, which I sort of phased out by the end of Kingdom. So yeah. Now for accessories, this guy comes with a crap ton of accessories. I mean, we've got two of these guns here. We've got this, I guess, like rocket launcher. This missile pod. And this gun. And these all do have specific spots on the shuttle mode. For example, this. Well, these two guns can go on the wings. These two guns can just plug onto here. If I can try and get this lined up, there we go. And this missile pod thing can just go on the side like this. I don't know, I kind of wish that there was two, just so it's symmetrical, but oh well. And well, for blast effect compatibility, well, I mean, of course, it's a siege redeco, so of course we're gonna have blast effect compatibility. So we got some blast effects here. And if I can plug in some blast effects here. So yeah, you can get this guy all armed up. And that's not all. This guy also comes with this big box. Of course, this is going to be the tender for his train mode, but what you can do is split this open, move these down, and the instructions just say you can put the shuttle on. So I guess this could be like a transport mode, I'm guessing. Like, I don't know, like them getting the shuttle ready to move it to a launcher, I'm guessing. And speaking of launching, what you can do is splay these out again. Take this, spin this around again. In fact, no, that's not until later. So just take this, fold this in. And then with the boosters, line these up. This is probably going to be a bit tricky to do on camera. I'll just do this off camera because it's going to be easier. Here we can actually get Galaxy Shuttle into a launching mode, which you actually saw in the box. So yeah. And the way that this is colored is actually meant to reference the rocket base that came with Countdown. So if you actually do have Siege Countdown, then you can sort of put them with this. If you have Siege Omega Supreme, of course. So yeah, pretty nice nod. And of course, this does have the little RAM connector, so if you have like Ironworks or Airwave, then of course you can sort of connect this to make a city. So yeah. Now that's pretty much it for the shuttle mode. But of course, this is an Astro Train redeco, so He does have a third mode, which is pretty much just left over from Astro Train. Like, seriously, he has no reason to have the second mode other than because he's retooled from Astro Train. But, hey, I freaking love trains, so I'm not complaining. So, let's get him into this second mode. So, to start, just gonna move this down, flip up the tail fin, close this back up if I can actually do that. There we go. So open this up, flip up the tail fin. There we go. Flip all this around. Get these down. Open this up. Split the legs like so. Well, what will be the legs. Honestly, it's best to just turn the entire thing around. Rotate the shuttle nose cone. And that forms the smoke box of a locomotive. Flip out the funnel. Then you can just close this back up. Try and get this closed up again. Get the wings down. Fold these in. I recommend to move these down halfway, so then you can move around the back wheels all the way, and then you can continue moving these down. So now you've got the wheels, and then finally you can move the front buffer beam down. Yeah, I'm going to use a lot of British train terms for this. But I'm pretty sure this is a Japanese locomotive. But yeah, here we have Galaxy Shuttle in his train mode, which is completely new for this release. Why is this here? Well, of course, it's because this is a retool of Astro Train. And as we all know, Astro Train, because of its name, has a train mode. So that's why Galaxy Shuttle is now a really useful engine. I mean, seriously, this has no reason to exist except for it's an Astro Train retool, but I'm not complaining. In fact, I kind of like this more than the Shuttle mode. I mean, look, the wheels actually move. I just love that. Now, of course, you can take the little launching base, close all that up, and it sort of forms a makeshift tender, albeit with tank tracks. And you can just still move that into where the boosters are. And yeah, it doesn't really work that well. Because, you know, this is a primarily black locomotive and the tender itself is blue. But yeah, this is optional. And well, if you really want to, you can also arm the locomotive up. So you can just... If I can actually... Oops. So you can just plug this in. And then the rest of the guns just plug onto the tender. So, yeah. So now this guy is ready to cause confusion and delay for Decepticons. But yeah, keep in mind, Galaxy Shuttle did never have a train mode in Victory. But I'm still loving this. Now, of course, as I said, this is optional. So you don't have to have him with the tender. Because Velocitron Train himself never had a tender. So, yeah. Now, for the actual locomotive, let's actually focus on the details. And, well, for this, I'm pretty sure this is meant to be a D51, if I'm correct. Like, all I know is this is a 282 wheel configuration. It's got smoke deflectors, it's got a headlamp. Doesn't seem to have a dome, but that could just be like because of the engineering for the figure. But all I know is it's a 282 locomotive with a headlamp, and I just think it looks really cool because, as I've stated, the wheels actually move when you move it. That's amazing. And of course, it keeps the rocket boosters on the back, which is amazing. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the locomotive mode, which is probably my favorite mode, although, seeing how I'm sort of a train enthusiast myself, I might be a bit biased. So yeah, let's just move on to the robot mode. Just gonna try and adjust my camera here. So let's go from locomotive mode to robot mode. So to start, we're just going to push up the front buffer beam into the smoke box. Fold these up halfway. Move the back wheels. And you can already sort of see the robot head. Fold the wings up again. So open these, split the legs, fold in the smokestack or the funnel, depending on what time you prefer. Move all this around, but this time, fully extend the leg. Then what you can do is untab the leg and just flip that around. Like so. Move these little leg flaps down. Come here, untab this. Move this down. Move the entire wing backpack down. And we're nearly done. All we have to do now is just move the arms down, tab them in, straighten out the arms, flip out the hands, rotate these around 180 degrees, and well, here we've got Galaxy Shuttle in robot mode. And well, I actually think that's a fun transformation. Just the fact that he just changes color from train mode to robot mode. I mean, seriously, it's a unique transformation, that's for sure. I mean, granted, like as I said, it's pretty much just Astro Train, so it's not entirely similar to the original Galaxy Shuttle, because with the original Galaxy Shuttle, the front of the shuttle mode was its chest, whereas here it's now hidden in the legs. But still, I like how this looks. Like, if you wanted to, this could be a shattered glass Astro Train if you wanted to. The back, you can pretty much see the remnants of the train mode here, with the little wheels there. Got the head, which is of course remolded from Astro Train, so it's actually Galaxy Shuttle's head. So we've got the little visor there. So yeah. And of course, if I can just get the weapons off the tender. Of course, we can give him his weapons. Now, one configuration that the instructions say you can do is, well, you can plug these guns into his shoulders. Have him hold these two guns. And this can just go into the side of his arm. So yeah. Now, just before we get to the second loadout, something I want to mention. If you remember, this guy was marketed as a leader class. And well, if I can just get another figure. Here we have G-Axis, a Voyager class figure. And remember, this is leader class. So yeah, Siege was the beginning of leader class not really being the big one anymore. More just Voyager class, but with more accessories. So yeah. Now, of course, I'm pretty much just used to it by now. Keep in mind, I recently reviewed Studio Series 86 Ironhide, who was pretty much a deluxe at the Voyager price point, and his engineering is what made that budget. Whereas with this guy, thank you, G-Axis, this guy, well, his weapons and this are what make up the budget. So you can sort of see why this guy is at the leader price point. So yeah. Although this guy sort of does have a faux leader size. How? Well, if I can just... What you can do... This is sort of tricky to do, but... You can remove these. So you can remove these bits from the tender, and what these do, these can form little platform shoes. So now Galaxy Shuttle can stand a bit taller. So if we bring up G-Axis again, now he's around like the same height, almost. Heck, I'd almost say G-Axis is still a bit taller. So yeah, it's not much. But what the instructions say you can do is, I just remove all his weapons. So you can take the remnants of what was the tender, spin this around, fold that up. This just folds around. And this can just go onto Galaxy Shuttle's back. It's like a big backpack. Like he's going to Transformers school. Seriously, that's some of the instructions say that you can do. Then to fold this, well, you can just have this go into here. Have this plug into the back. Then have these two guns go into the side. And that just forms this massive gun weapon. So now we have Galaxy Shuttle in this configuration, where he's got this big weapon, platform shoes, and a school backpack. I mean, sure, why not? I mean, of course, this is optional. You don't have to display with all this. If you wanted to, you could just have the tender splayed out with all the weapons on, like a little faux Optimus battle station. But this is how I display it, just so I don't have anything lost. So, yeah. Now, finally, let's just look at the articulation. Let's do it lift the little boots he has on. So, for opposability, his head can of course go side to side, and can sort of look up a little bit. His arms can move, although the wings do sort of get in the way. Of course, he can T-pose. He's got double elbows, which is amazing. Bicep joint. His wrists can go in due to the transformation. Can't really flap his wings due to this getting in the way. Although this part can of course move. These bits can go down if you want a different looking silhouette. But that's probably... yeah, that's probably not a good idea actually. The waist can move. This can go up to make way for this. Of course, he's got knees. Can't really go back that far though. Just can swivel. Can do the splits. Of course, the foot can move. And he's got a pivot up to around there. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about Velocitron Galaxy Shuttle. I mean, like, why is he in the Velocitron line? I think that's actually explained as the product description, from what I can remember, says that he's not participating in the race. He's instead transporting everyone to the race. So yeah, he's one of the few who's not actually in the race, sort of like Holler and Cosmos, where Cosmos is actually like Lakitu, where he starts the race, and Holler is helping like crash races. Well, this guy is helping everyone get to the race. So yeah, that's why he's in the Velocitron line. But well, for the actual figure itself, my complaints... well, this tender thing is a little bit ridiculous. I mean, the instructions literally say put it on the back if you want to. I mean, of course that's optional, but still. Plus, I could complain about the size, you know, Voyager at a lead-up price point, but keep in mind, I recently just took a look at Studio Series Ironhide who was a deluxe at a Voyager price point, and well, you know. There's also a few bits of the transformation that sort of clash, like these clash with the wheels here for the transformation to train mode. So yeah, but overall, do I recommend this figure or Astro Train for that matter? Absolutely. I think this is one of my favorite, like, not just Velocitron, but Legacy figures, just because, well, come on, this guy turns into a train, and, well, come on, trains are cool. Even if it is just a leftover bit from Astro Train, I still think that's really cool. Like, seriously. Plus, the way that he, like, goes for each mode is really ingenious, especially, like, the transformation to his train mode. So whether it's this guy or Astro Train, I definitely do recommend this mold. Even if it is not a true leader class, but let's be honest, leader class is pretty much just a Voyager with extra bits nowadays. Although, to be fair, that new Transmetal 2 Megatron does seem to... The new Transmetal 2 Megatron does look really cool, and I do really want to get that. So, yeah. This has been my review on Legacy Velocitron Galaxy Shuttle. And this is Charlie Young, signing off.